Ah, alright then. It's time.
Wagner's piano. On the Richard Wagner. Franz Liszt. The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to Saint Michel. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
Oh.
The death of Wagner. Wagner's death mask. Wagner's desk, exactly as it was on the day he died. It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881. Looks like he's discussing acoustics and sound waves and crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? Why would Wagner be worrying about acoustics?
Probably for a specific for his Wagner's new opera, of course.
It looks like every the great patron himself. Ludwig as the classical Greek hero. A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner. June 10th, 1881, Munich residence. Great friend. I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig. July 1882. Great and beloved king, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner. Ludwig's death mask. These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though. These look like... I don't see anything that... This must be a model of Wagner's own theater, here in Bayreuth. This must be... This must...
Oh, no! I wanted to leave it just yet.
Opera costumes. Opera costumes. Richard Wagner. What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a caretaker here. It's a good job for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
Oh no. Again I did that mistake.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like. If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
But do you have his phone number?
Tell me about Wagner.
He was a character. He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah, no. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises, for an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of unemployed music students.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at Neuschwanstein?
Did my brother send you here?
No.
Probably not. It's only the letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. Ah, my brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
What theories?
This is Quatsch. If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever. My brother says I waste my time even thinking about it.
I'm curious. Is there any other information that points to the lost opera besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panels?
It's nothing. I'm not even supposed to have seen it. You see, my brother says that Wagner was too egotistical to have produced a lost opera. If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand, it was in Ludwig's character to have wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others? Why keep it a secret?
Maybe there was a very good reason for secrecy.
For example?
Like... Never mind. Wagner souvenirs. Don't think. Wagner sou. What's that book in the case?
Cosima Wagner's journal. It's locked up for preservation.
Cosima was Wagner's wife, I think. She probably just talks about him in her journal. I don't have anything to ask Georg about at the moment. Wagner souvenirs. I don't have any.
Okay. Okay, we're done here. I think we will. Do I have? Oh, what? We still have something in all of the places? Anyways, let's go back.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back. Good.
Gerda? Yes?
Have you heard from Gabriel at all?
No, Grace, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
At least she is a bit more nice to her.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now. I'll write to Gabriel, soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation out of the water. Who should I call? I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Okay, so we're missing something.
At least I have the car keys now.
Wait. Let's just try this just in case. Maybe she did say that that this person has called, and I was just out of it. Maybe.
Professor Barkley will call when he finds out.
Okay. Alright, so we probably haven't... Uh-oh. We probably have missed some painting or so on in one of the museums.
At least I have the car.
Maybe I missed something from Neuschwanstein.
The painting are two Ludwig's in addition to his.
I wonder where that door leads.
You are now standing. It was this. Scenes from the opera. Scenes from.
I don't think the guard... Maybe Ludwig thought all...
The richly carved bed. This is the stained glass window. The paintings of an interesting.
A king saint? A king saint?
This is the Ludwig.
What were...
The miracle.
These linens look serious. These linens...
The swan. The painting.
More swan.
This as the. In fact, it is one.
I can almost pick...
This is the study paintings. The study paint. The study paint.
I wonder why he... I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides, the guard would kill me if I touched it.
Okay, let's wait a second. Will the guard move and go away so we can open this?
I doubt there's anything left. I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides, the guard would kill me if I touched it.
Okay.
This is his reluctant. This is the final. The hall was the hall.
There must be a story behind... There...
No! No! Ah.
These se- I wonder where that door leads.
The closed door leads to the tower.
I wonder why Ludwig was going to the tower the night he was arrested. I don't think the guards want to be bothered.
You are now standing in the. This it was.
Was that actually the final part here which we missed? Aha! That was it. We're now done in here. There's still something is hidden in see? Okay, we better save the game since it can crash in this area.
July.
Elizabeth Mart. Ludwig's June. In this
No.
Maybe there is some hidden place here. We were here and checked through everything, right?
Richard Fogg.
Yeah, we have missed some.
Looks like Ludwig's
We must have missed one painting or something in here, which.
I wonder if these pins have any symbolic meaning. I wonder.
Signets and sash pins from the Order of the Knights of St. George.
I wonder if Ludwig, even after Wagner's death,
Ludwig 26 July 1874. 26
I don't have anything.
Ah, this is the part, I think. I could have forgotten to do this place actually.
June 7th, 1880.
Ludwig composes a pamphlet
Yes.
explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people
Yes,
for
we
aid.
forgot these.
June 12th, Ludwig.
But I know that we have already
June
gone through
13th,
these,
when-
but I remember
June 18th.
in
Luke
this
is-
save we forgot to do this place.
I have no idea
I
what
have
that.
no idea what it says. And we're
Maybe
skipping
Mrs.
this because
maybe
we have
Miss-
already been here and done this stuff.
Ludwig,
Different save.
the mid. I can. December. If
These are actually
December. Ludwig.
Okay. Save the game fast.
I don't have anything to. Ludwig is. I don't have
We
anything
can
to.
now leave before it crashes. There we go. Wagner Museum. Nice. Save.
I don't have anything to ask Georg about at the moment.
Okay, we might be done in here though. Because I'm certain that we're done in here. What? Wait. Okay. Maybe there is something which we should have looked at twice. What? Oh.
Wagner's The Death of Wagner's death. It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881. Looks like he's discussing acoustics, and wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? It looks like an architectural The Death. Grace Nakamura. June 10th, 1880. We must speak. July. Be full of hope and Ludwig. A portrait given. These look like These look like production designs. I don't see any. Opera costumes. This must. I don't have anything to. Wagner souvenirs. Cosima was Wagner's wife, I think.
Okay, we should be done in here. There's still something we have to do there, but I think that might come later then. Let's see if she has anything to tell us.
Hi, did you have a good time?
Uh-huh. Anything new?
Yes, you had a phone call.
Really?
A man named Professor Barkley. He said you had his number.
I do. Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, Professor Barkley. It's Grace.
Oh, good. I have a name for you. It's Herr Josef Dahlmeier, and he specializes in Bavarian history, and I think he's somewhere near you are.
Herr Josef Dahlmeier. Great, got a number?
Yeah, I do. It's
what's up, Ellen?
4982-555-2234.
Never seen those before.
Thanks a lot.
There must
Sorry
be
about the
some
bother.
sci-fi thing.
That's no bother. When are you coming
Black
back to school,
sorcery.
Gracie?
When I figure it out,
Black
I'll let you know.
voodoo.
Well, be good.
Voodoo is bad. Alright.
I'll write to Gabriel. Soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation.
Okay. Magic, yeah. Totally magic.
I don't have anything to.
So how you doing tonight, Ellen? I guess you're playing through Final Fantasy 14 like crazy, huh? How's the game? This game is nice. I've been a bit slow, but it will definitely have something really cool going on. Playing my tank? Nice. I think we will beat this game tomorrow. We will be very close to beating it tonight, but I have to go up early tomorrow. So we will not beat this today. Maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow night. So on Tuesday we will start with... I don't know, maybe we will wait with Gabriel Knight 3 until next weekend. So we will most likely do our final Tomb Raider game. Moist. Right, it is closed. Let's go in here.
That's the church in the square. That's the church. That's the church. That's the church. That's the church. That's the
Okay. I'm just gonna do that because we've already been here, done this stuff before, but then the game crashed. What? They're gone? Hello, Gandalf.
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Are the Smiths in their room?
Ja, I believe so.
Could you ask them to come down, please?
Ah, ja, natürlich.
We're smashed.
Now you just tell Merle what's going on.
I had a dream last night. I didn't remember it at first, but I saw something today at one of the museums.
What was the dream?
I was being chased
Is it
in the
that
woods
death?
by
No,
wolves,
Black Knights. Yeah.
and I saw a sleigh.
Black Knight tank.
Ludwig was inside. He pulled me up, and I thought I was safe. But then he turned into a wolf.
So what do you think, Mother?
A dream of rescue is a spiritual guide dream. The High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
What do the wolves represent?
I'm a psychic, dear, not Freud. But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream. It must be the same danger.
It's so frustrating. The more I find out, the more questions I have.
Why don't you try a little communicating of your own? Ludwig's the link. Appeal to him. The answers may not come right away, but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she contacts you.
Isn't there any way that you could, do a psychic reading on Ludwig or something?
To tell you the truth, I've been trying all day to make contact, but I only feel great despair. Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
Noise.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
Bo, 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 bo. Oh.
Professor Barclay's Ludwig contact.
Right. Totally forgot about him.
Hi, Gerda. I'm back. Good. I don't have anything to ask you.
Alright. Oh, let's call this new contact. Shall we? Yeah.
Hallo?
Hallo, sind Sie Herr Josef Dahlmeier?
Yeah, you must be Grace Nakamura, the American history student.
Yes,
I hear you're interested in Ludwig II.
very.
Good. There's something I want to show you. Drive to Berg on Starnberger See. Meet me at the Memorial Chapel.
All right, thank you.
Oh, wait. Was there anything you wanted me to look into before we meet?
Well, I was hoping you knew something about someone called the Black Wolf. He was a contemporary of Ludwig's. He lived in Prussia, I think, and he was well connected.
Never heard of him, but I'll check. See you there.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Let's do this.
At least I have the
I don't know what to say. It's good in place. No.
It's a memorial chapel. It's a memorial chapel. It's a memorial.
Shit, lady. Lady, you better watch out for drowning.
This is where he died. You must be Grace. Herr Dahlmeier.
Hello.
Josef. I didn't mean to startle you. I wanted you to see it. I feel him here the most, you know, more than at the castle. So, what did you want to know?
Professor Barclay says your hobby is Ludwig.
Yes. He was the last real king that Bavaria had. As a Bavarian and a history buff, well, that's enough to hook me right there.
But there's more, right?
Oh, Jesus.
You know about Ludwig's diary, right?
Of course.
How can I get my hands on it?
I'm sorry. I have been trying myself for 5 years. They keep it locked up tight in the Royal Archives and they don't let it out. They must think it contains things that will hurt his image.
They won't let anyone see it, not ever?
Only one person outside of the government ever got to see it, a biographer, Sir Richmond Chapel. He had friends among the German royals and they let him look at it.
Did you ever try to contact Chapel? Pick his brain?
No, and I don't believe I never thought of that. If you do and you find out anything, you must share.
It's a promise. Tell me about Ludwig.
I don't know where to start. There's so much. Politically, the most significant thing about Ludwig II was that he signed over independent Bavarian statehood to Prussia in 1870. Bavaria became a part of United Germany, and Ludwig became a figurehead prince under the Prussian Kaiser.
Why do you think he did that?
Bavaria had been involved in the 100 Years' War. People were tired of fighting. Prussia's push to unite the German states made some amount of sense. Still, Ludwig must have had other options. At the very least, he should have negotiated better terms.
So what was the real reason?
He was manipulated by Bismarck. At least that's what I think, anyway.
What about Ludwig personally?
You'll find two perspectives on Ludwig. The view the tourists get is the romantic ideal, Ludwig the tormented loner. Then there is the historian's point of view. Ludwig was plagued with guilt over his sexual orientation and was driven mad with self-loathing.
But I take it you're not buying either point of view.
Well, it's all too convenient, isn't it? That he was a devout Catholic, there is no question, and I'm sure there were pressures on him to be normal. But he was no prude. He loved Byron. Yes. Philosophy, the French court. If anything, Ludwig was too much an egomaniac. He didn't give a damn what anyone thought. And besides, he didn't try to hide any of his relationships. If he suffered from anything in his romantic life, it was disillusionment. No one loved him back as purely as he himself loved.
Well, if it wasn't sexual guilt that tormented him, what was it?
I don't know. His diary was filled with self-guilt, but I'm sure it's not about that. If I knew, I'd write my own book, set the record straight, so to speak.
Have you read anything about Ludwig's midnight sleigh rides?
Oh, would that have been something? To be out at night and suddenly see him sweep by with his entourage? They say the night agitated Ludwig, and that being outdoors and the rushing feeling of the sleigh calmed him down. Sometimes even the sleigh wasn't enough. He would stop in some remote woods, order his servants to stay put, and go wandering off by himself for hours. It drove the servants crazy.
Tell me about Bismarck.
Oh, Bismarck. He was the Prussian Kaiser's chancellor. Not a nice man. Bismarck had a reputation for learning people's weaknesses and manipulating them. It's a matter of record that he had spies on Ludwig's staff. He may even have had a henchman even closer to the king. And he was involved in the conspiracy to declare Ludwig insane.
Did you find out anything about the Black Wolf?
I did. I'd read about him before, but I hadn't realized that was who you were talking about. His name was Godin, Paul Godin. I found a reference to his being called the Black Wolf after you telephoned.
I've never heard of him. Who was he?
Godin lived on the fringes of the Prussian court. He was handsome, charming, dangerous, or so they say. He was variously rumored to have been a foreign prince, a Prussian spy, even an assassin. Since you were interested in him, I found out some things that are probably true. It said he came from abroad in the mid-1800s, but claimed high German blood.
Do you know where he came from?
No. And he was ruthlessly ambitious. He probably found out who held the power, Bismarck, and offered his services. Bismarck was a good judge of talent, of that sort anyway.
What else do you know about Godin?
He must have done something remarkable. Bismarck was not a generous man. He liked to string people along with promises, but rarely came through. He did for Godin, though. He gave him a royal title and lands in 1863. And that was the last reference I found to him.
Well, how could he just disappear?
It's not that unusual. Back then, when you were given a title, you usually changed your name and moved to a place where no one knew your past, so you could act with impunity. Or be a pompous ass and get away with it.
Is there any way to find out what Godin was called after he got his title?
Is it that critical?
It might be.
Well, you could send away for a copy of the entitlement deed, assuming it has been destroyed during one of the wars. Godin's new name would be on it. But you would need a research permit from the government to access those records, and they can be very hard to get. A lot of red tape.
Great. What do you know about Ludwig's hunting accident?
A couple of years ago, I was introduced to this great old man, a real old world farmer. Well, his grandfather was Richard Horning, Ludwig's equestrian. Oh, he told some great Ludwig stories. Sometimes I get lucky. Anyway, he said that after the hunting accident, Ludwig got terribly ill, that he had a fever and was acting crazy. They were afraid that the wolf had been carrying a disease or that the bite had gone septic.
A wolf bit him?
Yeah, it's not so unusual. There were a lot of wolves in the Alps back then. The servants were really worried, but Ludwig recovered, physically anyway. Horning's grandfather said it was the fever that broke Ludwig's mind, that he was worse than ever after that.
What do you mean Ludwig got worse after the accident?
Ludwig always had been a very private person. But after the accident, he got darker, more crazy. Towards the end, he was even forcing his servants to enter his chambers bent over so they couldn't see his face. Horning's grandfather said his temper was fearsome. He would fly into a rage at the least mistake.
Must have been terrified of him.
Yes, well. Horning's grandfather felt sorry for Ludwig, and Ludwig hated his own violence. He was always giving gifts to his servants to apologize.
Sounds like he was a werewolf too. Better.
You mentioned that there were other reasons why Ludwig's servants feared him.
That's another of Horning's mysteries. There's a story about Neuschwanstein. Apparently, there was a period of time of 2 or 3 months when Wagner would come and visit him
Wagner?
there. Yeah. The two would lock themselves in the singers' hall. Horning's grandfather said the sounds that came from there were awful. Well, the servants had superstitious minds anyway. Some of them quit over it, just walked away.
What kind of sounds?
Horning's grandfather called them heartbreaking and ungodly. Maybe it was Wagner trying to sing.
Well, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for your help.
It's my pleasure. And if you ever want to talk again, just give me a call. I'll meet you down.
I will. Thanks.
Servus.
Well, bye. This is where they found Ludwig's body. This is.
Alright. I think that was everything from the plays. What? Oh, where?
Hi, Gerda. I'm back. Good.
Gerda?
Yes?
Gerda, do you have any idea where I could get a government research permit? I don't have time for a lot of red tape.
You should ask Herr Übergrau. He can maybe get such things very fast.
You think? I was gonna write Gabriel today anyway.
Übergrau. Alright. Let's go up and write the message. Hey, what's up, Running Man bro? How was Red Alert? Hope you had fun. How are you? We're doing awesome. Got fucked? Ah, did you play against Cheese?
I'm not sure.
Exit symbol. There we go.
I should get a letter off to Gabriel. I need to include a
Nice.
note to Übergrau about the research permit.
Noise. Did the Russian kid use Tanya? Because I know that Tanya is one of the most broken units in the first Red Alert. Yes. Ah. So that's the case. I hate that shit. Yes, if you don't like Tanya spamming, then you will not like PvP in Red Alert 1. Because if you look at tournaments in Red Alert 1, you will see that whoever does Tanya better wins. Like, the Tanya rushes are insane. Lost all my power plants? Yeah. I mean, is the only way to kill Tanya by driving over with tanks? so it is either that you use Tanya and tanks, and that's it. I know that in Total Annihilation you use literally 1 unit. At least if you play as one of the factions. Because it is pretty much the cheapest and strongest unit in the entire game. So you just build it over and over again. So good. All right. Boom. I like this game. This game is nice. How many chapters did? When did? Do you remember when she's quitted this game? Was it like chapter 2? We are now in. I think we are in. Yeah, we are in chapter 4. At the moment. I think it was chapter 2, yes. Ah, nice. Right, we're going to the main place.
Grüß Gott, Frau Nakamura.
Grüß Gott. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Nein, leider nicht. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Here you go, envelope.
Kann ich diesen
Thank you for the
versenden?
host. Much appreciated.
Ja, 3 Mark bitte.
Okay, she wants cash. Where do we have wallet? You need some cold drinks? Yeah, me
Dankeschön.
too.
Bitte sehr. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Yeah. Cold drinks just go down so fast nowadays, doesn't it?
Danke.
Bitte.
Danke. Bitte. Bitte. Danke. Okay, so now we have mailed the stuff and so on. What should we do now? Right, we should do it. We should. Yeah, right. We were supposed to call the person. Here we go.
I'm not sure.
Hallo, Bertel München.
Hi, I have a book of yours on Ludwig II. The author's name is Sir Richmond Chapel.
Yes, how can I help you?
Well, I'm doing some research on Ludwig, and I was hoping you could get me in contact with the author.
I'm afraid Sir Richmond Chapel is deceased.
Oh.
However, his son is living.
Oh. Well, is there any way you can put me in touch with him?
And who are you doing this research for?
Well, I'm working with Professor Barkley from Yale University.
All right. Thomas Chapel's number in England is 41 20 555 771.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
Chapel residence?
Hi, my name is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Rittersburg, Germany. Is Thomas Chapel there, please?
Speaking. What may I do for you, Miss Nakamura?
This is gonna sound crazy, but I have a copy of your father's biography on Ludwig II. I understand he had access to Ludwig's diary.
Yes.
Well, God, I'm not even sure. He didn't make a copy of it or anything, did he? Or perhaps he took good notes?
He wrote down a complete translation in English. He said he couldn't make headway with the German version. Ludwig's handwriting was rather brogue, you know.
He wrote down an English translation. Do you still have it?
Well, unfortunately, my father was allowed to see the diary only on the grounds that he wouldn't publish the entire work. I can't let you see it. Have you tried contacting the National Archive?
No, I don't have the kinds of connections your father did, or the time.
That's unfortunate, but I really cannot let it out of my hands.
I understand. It was just a shot in the dark.
Very well. The best of luck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chapel. I don't know who else to write.
All right. Oh, nice. Welcome back with some cold drinks. Be prepared for some real brain freeze. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. Alright, let's see here. Now, let's click on hint. This still says that we have something here. That's so weird. Oh wait, we're supposed to go down here. What? Wait, what? What is this place? Why do we want to pick these up? Why is she picking them up? Did you find a lot of mushrooms Saturday? No.
Gibt's das denn die Lilienblumen schon?
But I did find some.
Sehr schön.
Ja, aber es ist doch noch so kalt.
Oh, it's cold?
Für Sie ein Geschenk von der Madonna.
Oh no.
Nehmen Sie sie ruhig. Heute Nacht wird es kalt und sie wird sowieso erfrieren.
It was too
Thank
dry. I didn't really find any mushroom, but when I was about to go home, I found two good strävsopp, which ended up being tegelsopp, and those were like, yeah, the books say that these are kind of mild, but then when we kind of like fried them in butter and ate them, I mean, I found two, but holy moly, those two, the mushroom meat covered the entire pan, and I have a pretty big one. Holy moly, how much you got a lot of mushroom from those two. So we kind of just ate them, and we're like, Oh, these do not taste super much, but damn, these have a real nice taste. So me and my father just stood there and ate small pieces of it right from the fried pan, and was really being you know, being entertained by that amazing taste. So it was highly worth it, but we really need some more rain if we want to see any more mushrooms. If you go out, you might be able to find a stray mushroom and so on, but that's about it. So I still think I will go out from time to time, even if it doesn't rain, to see to look for some mushrooms. But partly to get more familiar with the forests, and partly to see if we can find some stray ones that most people do not dare to pick up. Like those two mushrooms that I picked up, they are super easy to identify. They are incredibly safe because you cannot really mix them up with others. But still, most people who pick mushrooms do not dare to pick them up because they are not chanterelle, cantareller. So I get kind of like, so if I go out and look for mushrooms, I can be like, well, maybe people have already found the chanterelles, but they probably didn't dare to pick up these other tasty mushrooms. So I can kind of aim for those instead. Or if I get lucky, I might find some chanterelles in some small place which still has some water. So it's still worth to go out and so on. It's good body exercise for me too. So it is nice. So tomorrow I'm going out cruising in the Stockholm archipelago. So I will not pick any mushrooms then. We got a lot of forest here I live, so I need to go pick some up sometime. Yeah. Yeah, you probably have more kind of like untouched forests. Over here I need to compete with a lot of mushroom pickers, which kind of sucks, but eh. So if you go out and look for something, you'll probably find a shit ton more than I would ever be. I got it all for myself over here. Oh, awesome. Damn. I'm almost getting jealous here. Because if I were to go there, I would probably find a lot of tasty ones like, oh my god, I wish there was this much mushroom at home. Let's see here. Now I'm kind of looking up in the guide because I have no idea where we should go. Okay, so we picked up some lilies. I don't know why we could pick up the lilies this time, but we picked up a lily. Okay, let's go to Starnberger Sea. We're going to pay our respects with a lily at a place here, and I'm like, why should we be doing this? It doesn't make any sense. So the story is about werewolf myth. Yeah, it feels like Gabriel Knight is about detective mystery. There is some wolf, some killings, some serial killings, and everything seems to point to a wolf has done it. But they cannot really pinpoint it on any wolves, and it kind of like points at it being that it is a werewolf who does it. Okay. Oh, we need to look at Lily. Oh, that is wrong looking.
Father Getz said the lily was a gift from the Madonna. That's an odd way of looking at it. Father Getz...
Okay. So now we looked at it. Now we... No? Okay. Scary music. Nani? Oh, what?
I wonder what it felt like under there. I wonder what it felt like under there.
Huh. This part is like, okay, what?
I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do, but I need more information to work with. If you can send any my way, I'd appreciate it.
It's so touching. Oh, sorry about that. What? She can look super concerned there for a second. You put the water lily into the water. You will now suffer. Nani? See, now we don't have anything left here to do. Putting the water lily there was the final thing that we had to do. Cannot move. Okay, now we can move. I'm not so sure if we should have gone down here. Okay.
Hi. You just had a phone call. It was Frau Gelder at the post office. She said a fax came in for you there.
Really? I wonder what it was.
Maybe it's from Gabriel.
Don't hold your breath.
Wait. We got a fax, but did we get... right, it's probably one of these old places where we have to go to the post office to pick up the fax. Most likely.
Hallo, Frau Gelder. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Ja, ein Fax. Ein sehr langes Fax. Das ist aber nicht vom Schattenjäger.
Ist okay. Dankeschön.
Thomas Chapel. Oh.
Okay, stuff from Thomas Chapel.
11th.
2 pages follow to discover many. It's when only it occurs that I had a change of heart. Please keep these to the shittiest confidence. Did they explain what Schattenjäger means? Yeah, it means shadow hunter. But I like the but I like it to see as the shot Jäger, like shouting Jägermeister until you're so drunk you cannot even pee straight.
11th June 1872. Louis has convinced me to think matters through more thoroughly before I act. A trip it shall be then, to Shahin. It shall not alter my purpose, I feel, nor shall his compelling.
1 second.
The treaty is the ruin of my beloved Bavaria, and must be taken to task.
Not a big fan of that. You love herb drinks? Does it mean you like svenska beska droppar? Swedish bitters. Welcome back. Thank you. Some just call them beska. Some call them bitter drops. Yeah, drink some of them. Nice. I've never tried them. It's
11th June 1872. Louis has convinced me to think matters through more thoroughly before I act. A trip it shall be then, to Shahin. It shall not alter my purpose, I feel, nor shall his compelling. The treaty is the ruin of my beloved Bavaria, and must be taken to task.
drink anything? Almost.
3rd July 1872. The pain gets so bad I cannot hold a pen to write, but the horror is far worse than the pain. He says it was an accident, says that we can truly be one now, that it is a great adventure. I believe him 1 minute, and the next I can feel the flames of hell upon my heels. May God have mercy on my soul. 5th January 1874. By the power of Mary, Mother of God, I swear to refrain from the ultimate sin and to remain steadfast in my flesh, sworn by the power of the lily, Eleanor.
Oh.
30th August 1879. I will not falter, but will remain true. No matter the torment or longing, I will not yield. I will control the process. God grant me strength and will. By the grace and power of the monarchy and its allegiance. De Paul Leroy, Eleanor. 10th September 1880. It is all finished. Elizabeth warned me, and I discovered the truth at last. O most venomous viper at my very bosom, O lowest of the least worthy who ever breathed, my Judas, my devil, if I could tear my heart out and fling it after him in the dirt, I would. 12th December 1880. He continues to come, the devil. I will never look upon his hideous face again. He is afraid I will tell, and I might. To destroy him, I might. When I think of the accident, now that things are clear, I wonder, was it truly an accident, or was it the plot to kill me? If so, why did he not complete it then, instead of putting me in this torment? Could he have hated me so? I wish to God he had simply ended it there. 10th June 1881. Terror. Rapture. During W's music tonight, I felt a pulling. The horror nearly came upon me right there. Then the music turned, and it was gone. What can it mean? I must confide in the great friend. Perhaps he will know what has happened. 2nd August 1882. The experiments go better and better. W has proved as loyal and determined as ever I believed he would be in a matter of my salvation. He says he has the formula now. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to draw up the diagram for the crystals. Can it truly end? I scarce dare to hope. April 1883. The great friend is dead. How unjust that he should be taken from me now. Where is my chance at salvation? Why has God condemned me twice? 10th October 1885. There must be made clear funds for the crystals. Lies. Everyone lies. My own servants. What must I do? Must I sell one of my beloved castles? The crystals must be made. I grow daily less able to control my own will. How long will I be able to resist the ultimate sin? And the music is worthless without the device. Time is running out. The crystals must be made.
Oh, interesting. So he's looking for a cure.
10th October 8.
And I take it that black will fast then. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's time to do this. It's time to do this. Coffee drinks, eh? Does that mean that you enjoy Galliano, Running Man? Galliano is nice. I've never had it, but I like vanilla liquors. Or, yeah, exactly. Not just as they are, but as ingredients for in the bigger picture. We haven't drank that in ages. Noise. I usually use liquor 43 in order to get a vanilla taste, but sometimes I need to try Galliano.
I do have something to discuss with Georg, but he'll never believe me unless I show him.
Have you heard of Ludwig's diary?
Yes, but no one is allowed to see it.
It just so happens that I have a copy of an English translation right here. There's something I wanted to show you.
Captain Morgan.
Read this one.
August 1880. The experiments go better and better. They has proved as loyal and determined as ever. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to make up the diagram for the crystal. My God! Wait, I want to show you something. I am not supposed to have looked at this myself, but I am here alone all day, so...
July 1881. Richard returned from his meeting with the king. Never have I seen him so pale.
Yeah, that one is nice.
I was concerned for his heart. He would not speak with me, but immediately shut himself up in his study and started working on a new project. He will not tell me the first thing about it. He will only say that it was time he repaid his king. It confirms Ludwig's diary. He wasn't crazy.
Yes, but Ludwig says that the opera was completed. Imagine that, completed. There's something else.
August 1882. We had a messenger tonight from the king. He brought a letter which Richard burnt. I did manage to see a bit of it. It said something about a great night in Munich and that it would be Richard's supreme triumph and someone else's destruction. Ludwig then wrote that even though he himself would probably die, his immortal soul would be freed thanks to Richard. I worry for poor Ludwig and for us. Where will we be if his madness continues? Surely someone will put an end to it. Wow.
There's one more.
May 1883. I sent Richard's sealed package to the king, as he instructed moments before he closed his eyes forever. I could not even bring myself to care what was in it. What could it matter now? Whatever it is, I hope it brings the king good memories of Richard. He did so much for my beloved.
The package.
Chapter 5, huh? Oh boy. We only have 2 more chapters in this. Looks like we will finish this game tomorrow, since I need to go to bed soon. I need to go up around a little bit before 7.
She sounds delightful. I'd love to meet her. Oh, she's a hoot, all right. Just pretend you don't have a penis around and you'll be fine. Got this inborn need to rip them off. Now I'm really intrigued. This one time, I'd gone off to this, well, party, you might say. And it was getting a bit hairy. Well, Gracie. Oh.
Detta. Come here, Kleiner.
Detta does not speak English, but then she has her own methods of communication.
I should leave you two kids alone.
Oh, don't be silly.
Friedrich, I can't just take your date.
Why not? I didn't expect her tonight. And for some reason I don't find myself in that mood. Besides, from what you've told me, you live like a monk down south at that castle. Your body needs some attention. Detta. Ta in sein Schlafzimmer.
These are some true running man moments, eh? The Baron is a pimp, huh? Gabriel's a fool. What's up, Ottoman? Welcome out from the lurk. Round 2. But here's the thing, is he going to bite him now? Or is it this where it turns into Yowie? Well, it is at least in the beginning of a Yowie. Der Prinzregentenplatz.
The American P.I.
Criminal Commissar Lieber. I couldn't just call you KKL, could I?
Sit down.
Ja, sit down. Ja.
How about KKK?
Oh, sorry for that. Sit down.
I'm sure nothing's changed since the last time I looked at the map.
I don't want to discuss anything heavy till I've picked up my tape recorder.
Right, let's go and pick up the tape recorder which we put out in that magazine. And now we got... Oh, wait. Before we go to the right, let's go to the left. And the Weiss Wiener.
Ah, guten Morgen, Gabriel. Another envelope came from Rittersberg. A request for me and a letter for you.
I don't want to discuss anything heavy till I've picked up my tape recorder. I'm off. See you, Harry.
Ja.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we got a letter.
Gabriel, I've been busy on this case, and it's starting to pay off. Thought I'd fill you in. There's definitely something going on with Ludwig II. I'm pretty sure he was involved with a werewolf. In fact, he was probably turned into one himself. Anyway, something happened to him on this hunting trip, and afterwards he fits the profile in the lore book to a T. It's really fascinating. There's an American couple here, the Smiths. They're from Pennsylvania, if you can believe it. Mrs. Smith has been telling me all about your fortune, and she's sure you're tied in with Ludwig somehow. She also told me to warn you to beware the Black Wolf. Have you learned anything about that yet? So don't tell me where you're staying, as if I care. Really, we're supposed to be a team, Gabriel. I'm holding up my end. I've about done all I can down here, and if you want, I can join you there soon. Perhaps I'll see something I recognize from my research. I'm serious. Grace.
Christ, she's losing it. Ludwig II, a werewolf. Yeah, right. White sausage. I don't think she speaks much English. Hackfleisch.
Shut up, she's done everything so far. Almost, yeah. She's done at least half of everything. Boom, 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 boom.
They're busy.
Oh, let's see if we can talk to Savior here. We can?
The men will be meeting here later today for the trip. I'm sure they won't wait for you, so you might want to be on time.
I'll be here. Sweet of you to worry, though. I'm not in the mood to communicate with the dead today.
With the dead. This tape is going to be interesting.
I recorded some of Aunt Zell's conversation last night. Unfortunately, it's in German.
If I'm gonna do a splice, I'll need 2 tapes loaded. I can't see any reason to make a splice off that tape.
No. Oh no. Midpoint movie? Uh-oh. Spoiler on movies.
I recorded some of Aunt Zell's conversation.
So I cannot listen to it.
I'm not in the mood to communicate with the dead today.
Walking dot. Yeah. Oh no.
I'm sure whatever they said is in German. I need a translator.
Yeah, and who should be the translator in this case? Not the cop. He's not gonna work out and be a good translator. So let's go to our friend back here. He's probably the only one who can translate. Rugen! Yes, exactly. Rugen would be an awesome translator.
Can I bother you for another favor? I need something translated, and I need somebody I can trust to do it.
And you're asking me? You obviously don't know German lawyers.
Harry, you're such a kidder. Okay. Here it is.
Wir müssen miteinander reden.
We should talk?
Nein.
No?
Es ist meine Karriere, verdammt noch einmal. Vielleicht sogar mehr, wenn die...
His career is in danger even if the police...
Ich habe Ihnen doch gesagt, nicht darüber zu sprechen.
I told you not to speak of it.
Aber ich denke mir, dass die Polizei bereits weiß, dass unsere Wölfe nichts damit zu tun haben. Die können einen Test machen an den Körpern.
The police must know that our wolves are not responsible. There are tests they can perform on the bodies.
Gut. Ihre geflüchteten Wölfe sind keine Killer. Was soll's? Halten Sie nur Ihren Mund. Sie sind damit besser dran.
So, your escape wolves are not the killers. What's the problem?
Aber Herr Knight, er kam gestern Morgen zu meinem Büro. Er hat viele Fragen gestellt.
He says you've been asking a lot of questions.
Worüber?
About what?
Über die Wölfe.
About the wolves. Who are these men?
Just friends. I think there's more.
Was ist los, von Eigner? Ich muss mit jemand anderem reden.
He doesn't want to talk, says he has someone else to speak to.
Ich habe mir gedacht, wissen Sie etwas über Großbergs Tod?
Do you know anything about Großberg's death?
Wieso sollte ich?
Why the hell should I?
Nun, ganz einfach. Ich gab Ihnen seinen Namen.
I gave you his name.
Und?
And?
Herr Knight fragt mich, ob ich Großberg kenne.
He says you asked him if he knew Großberg.
Was?
I think I know what happens next.
You know, it would be a great tragedy if the Ritterline were to die out. A great, great tragedy. I'm not just talking about for the sake of our firm, but...
I know what I'm doing, Harry.
I can't see any reason to make a splice off that tape.
Let's make a save.
Have any luck with that missing person search?
Oh, of course, I forgot. Frau Hogel dropped off something this morning. Yes, there are 2 forest areas where missing persons incidents are concerned. The Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald and the Naturpark Schwäbisch-Fränkischer Wald. Frau Hogel checked both these areas back 10 years. Between 1960 and 1969, there were only 1 to 2 cases a year in the Bavarian National Forest area. Between 1970 and 1990, there were 10 to 12 cases each year. Oh. In 1991, it went up to 17, then went back down to 12 in 92 and 93. The Schwäbisch-Fränkischer Wald figures are similar.
Curious.
Does something ring a bell?
If it does, I should be able to hear it loud and clear. I'm leaving this afternoon for the Bavarian National Forest. I don't have anything else to say right.
Nice. I like him.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Harry is nice. Or Harold. Harold. Oh. I wonder who he was calling. Yeah, he's the good Yowie route. I think it's time to go over here.
Mr. Knight.
What if he's calling the club
Kommissar
guys?
Lieber?
Could be.
Sit down.
He said that he had some lawyer person in there, so I think if it, imagine if it was him or he was a friend to whoever was in there.
What's the status on the case?
There's nothing new that I can share with you.
Is there anything new that you can't share with me?
Awkward.
Okay, let's try this. You haven't found the zoo wolves yet.
No.
Have you caught anything yet?
No.
Why am I not surprised? Kind of a funny thing. I talked to Grossberg's assistant. It was a fluke, really. But she mentioned you guys took some of Grossberg's ledgers.
I told you to stay out of our business, Knight.
True, true. Why did you guys take ledgers if Grossberg was just a random victim?
As long as this case is open, I'm going by the book. That means a standard background check on the victim.
Find anything?
I don't think anyone's looked yet. They'll probably assign one of the younger men to do it. As you say, Grossberg was a random victim.
Did I say that? I don't suppose you'd let me take an eensy-weensy look at Grossberg's ledgers?
Absolutely not.
What if I could prove that Grossberg wasn't a random victim?
You're crazy.
Am I?
Look, if you have information, I want to know what it is now.
What information? Look, 5 minutes with the ledgers. If Grossberg was a random victim, my looking won't matter. And if not, I may be able to help you out. You get nothing to lose either way.
I don't believe you know anything. No papers.
He's being pretty stubborn about those ledgers. I've got a feeling I won't be able to just talk my way past this one. That receipt's not much proof of any...
If I can convince you I do know something new about this case, will you let me see Grossberg's ledgers?
I'm listening.
Good. Keep it up.
Aber ich denke mir, dass die Polizei bereits weiß, dass unsere Wölfe nichts damit zu tun haben. Die können einen Test machen an den Körpern.
Gut. Ihre geflüchteten Wölfe sind keine Killer. Was soll's? Halten Sie nur Ihren Mund. Sie sind damit besser dran.
Aber Herr Knight, er kam gestern Morgen zu meinem Büro. Er hat viele Fragen gestellt.
Worüber?
Über die Wölfe.
No subs. Sorry, Ellen. You'll have to wait for a few more years.
Ich habe mir gedacht, wissen Sie etwas über Großbergs Tod?
Wieso sollte ich?
Nun, ganz einfach. Ich gab Ihnen seinen Namen.
Und?
It was translated.
You were...
The letters first, please.
Starter, bringen Sie Großbergs Papiere herein.
That's smug look.
Danke, Starter. Das ist alles. I'm going out for some coffee. You'd better have something important to tell me when I get back, Knight, or you'll learn more about Chairman law enforcement than you ever cared to know.
And then we can say that you broke the law by showing us the stuff.
I'm sure nothing.
But yeah, anything said in German is not very important knowledge, except for the ones that get translated. Oh, he's gonna... Perfect. Perfect.
Steiner! Kommen Sie her und nehmen Sie die Papiere weg. All right.
Spill it. Spill.
Herr Dr. Klingman from the zoo?
Yes?
He belongs to a men's club, right? And the guy that was asking about Grossberg, well, he's in that club too. Ditto the third guy, the one with the personality of a pit bull.
Go on.
The guy that was asking about Grossberg, he was listed in one of Grossberg's address books. They knew each other. In the club these fellas all patronize is only blocks from where Grossberg was killed. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Good work. We'll have the club investigated immediately. You'll have to leave that tape here.
Wait a minute. I'm already in with these guys. You go in there with your SWAT troop and my stool pigeon days are over.
Sorry, but I'm in charge of this case, and now I have a lead. I can't depend on a civilian to do my job. What's the name of this club?
The Friendly Wanderer. It's near the university.
Oh, he lied.
Okay. I appreciate the information, but as of now, I want you to disappear. We'll handle everything.
Sure, I understand. Good luck, Lieber.
The tape?
Sucker.
But you know. He said sucker, so it was on the tape. Yeah. He probably gave him a blank tape.
Exports, exotics. It'd be nice to know what all this meant. Exports, exotics. It'd be nice to know what all this meant.
Hello, are you Mr. Dorn?
Yes. What do you want?
My name is Knight. I'm an associate for Grossberg's.
Grossberg. That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money. Now he's dead. Who's going to pay me, huh?
I'll be handling Grossberg's accounts. If you could just tell me what services you perform for him exactly, I can get you a check right away.
I don't talk to nobody about what I do. You pay me what I'm owed. Maybe you and I can do business together. Otherwise, I've had enough of Grossberg and his associates. You again. Do you have the money Grossberg owed me?
You wouldn't take a traveler's check, would you?
No.
Didn't think so. You wouldn't take a traveler's check. I don't have anything like 14,000 Deutschmarks in my wallet. I don't think he'll... I don't think he'll take a
Can't
trade.
stand here all day. Come back when you have the cash. Don't come back at all.
Could you pull some cash for me from the Ritter account?
Sure. How much do you need?
14,000 marks.
Are you sure it's wise to carry so much?
I won't be carrying it long.
All right. Frau Hogel, gehen Sie zur Bank und holen Sie mir 14.000 Mark vom Ritterkonto ab. Ja, schönen Dank. Perhaps you'd like to make out a will while we wait.
How about if I just leave everything to you?
I wish you would leave everything to me.
Thanks, darling. I don't have anything else to say. I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
And then we get bugged along the way.
You again. Get
14,000 marks. In cash.
Come in. Please.
Yeah, I was expecting some of those guys to sound so good after us or something. Yeah. Oh, this is a green place. This is evil. He is the killer. Ah, just kidding.
Not good, huh? The smell. These stinking animals. No matter how much I spray them down, they smell.
Some creatures are like that, yes.
I'd be interested in hearing your
Spraying
business
is
plan.
not enough.
Knight.
You need to use shampoo too. Tiger-san, please calm down. Tiger-san. Oh, we forgot to do a DAPA 5 here as well.
What kind of exotics did you get for Grossberg?
Anything. Cats he mostly got. Things that make good coats, you know. Things you can't get on the market. But for you, you pay cash up front. I get you anything.
Can you get hippopotamuses?
Damn, I did it again. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of like my finger twitches sometimes and I can just skip by accidentally. Come on to
Did
one.
Grossberg harvest the furs or did you?
Me? I do it. Only costs 250 marks extra, and I do a good job. You get the skin all clean for that. Not the meat. You pay more for the meat.
Naturally.
But every few months, Grossberg, he wanted the whole thing live. I don't know what he did with those. I don't ask questions.
I think I know. Did you talk to Grossberg before he died?
Yeah, sure. A few days ago. I called the bastard for my money. He told me about you, you know.
He did?
Yeah, sure. Said he had a new business partner. And that soon he would have much money and could pay me everything. I thought he was lying. Now you show up. It's good for me he was telling the truth.
Yeah. Hey, how did Grossberg's export go?
Okay. Usually I bring animals in, not sell them out. I worked hard to find someone to take those too.
Oh, where did the exports end up anyway?
Taiwan. A zoo, they said. But I don't believe it. A restaurant is what I think.
Do they sell wolf meat at Taiwanese restaurants?
Why not? They sell tiger. Those people, they eat anything.
There were 2 wolves, right?
Yeah, sure. Male and female.
Could I see where you kept the wolf?
Yeah, sure. I kept them both in the last cage on the right. The one against the wall.
Last cage on the right. Against the wall. Male and female. Yes. But Otome, you think about that that lady that we shagged? Or... might be a werewolf too.
These animals are filthy. Hungry, too. I'd like to put Dorn in one of these cages and leave him there.
Is that cage empty?
That cat is just waiting for me to stick my arm in there again. I'm not sure what else to say. These animals are filthy. If I ever solve this case, I'll sick Liebe on this guy. If I ever solve... I don't think Morris would be interested in that. There's something in there, but I can't tell what it is.
Oh, we need some food, eh?
I don't think Morris would be interested in that. That cat is just waiting for me to stick my arm in there again. There's something...
Okay, let's go fix some food for the kitty. Does it want a Weisswiener? Or does it want some seafood?
I'm not sure.
That was interesting.
I don't think she speaks much English. White sausage. Blood sausage. I don't think...
Okay, so where am I supposed to buy this food then? Oh.
Weisswurst. Weisswurst. 6 marks. Hackfleisch. That sounds yummy.
Okay, maybe... We just needed to pay it like
Can I have some of that, Weisswurst?
Weisswurst.
6 Mark, bitte.
Ah, probably because it was cheaper.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Come on, we give you some food. Be happy. Okay.
Hilda and Possible's tags. So much for the killer zoo wolves theory. I'm not sure what else to say.
I'm not.
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting late. Yeah.
Not too least. Selber. Wie geht's? Good. There you are. Ready to go?
I suppose, I don't really have any stuff. Von Agnes said he had guns at the lodge.
Oh, we'll fix you up. Never fear. Gentlemen, let's go.
He's so paranoid.
Henneman, Price. You two sleep in Price's room. Gabriel will take Henneman's for now.
Herrgott sakra. Ja, Baron.
Your room is the last door on the left upstairs. Today, we relax. Tomorrow, we hunt.
Great. Can't wait.
Okay, good. This marks a perfect ending spot for today, actually. So, yeah. We will continue tomorrow evening. Today we and tomorrow we hunt at night. Yeah. I should be back around 7 or 8. So when it's around lunchtime for you, Otome, I should be back or something along those. Yeah, around 19 my time. 19. So that would mean 13 for you, Otome. Or 1 o'clock on the day. 14 here, I think. Yeah, okay. Something along those lines. I'm not sure exactly. I might be a bit later. It depends. But yeah, we continue tomorrow. Have a good one and see you around. It's been a pleasure.